Hello everyone and welcome to another Subscriber Saturday. I am Squiggles and I am bringing you a game today between Reaper, the red Protoss at the bottom right of the map, and at the bottom left of the map we have Case, and this is going to be on Shakuras Plateau. So a really, well, it is a fairly large and substantial map, I will say that. And this is a pretty freaking sweet game that I have only viewed at times 8. I want you to know that I have to screen these videos for Subscriber Saturday, but I screened it at times 8, so I don't know all the little subtleties and stuff that happen. I just know the huge, big, broad strokes, and I'm sure I missed a lot of it while I was watching. But this is a pretty awesome game. So this is the one that I'm going to cast today, and I should say that I'm only going to be casting one Subscriber Saturday this weekend due to the fact that I'm going to be casting with Anaris, and I want to make sure I have plenty of time and I'm prepped and all good to go for that because I want that to go off awesomely, so maybe we can do it again because I really am excited to cast with Anaris. So stay tuned for that, and I will let you guys know how that goes. And I don't know again which channel it's going to be on. If it's going to be on his or mine or both. But regardless, it will be fun and it will be awesome and entertaining, and I cannot wait. So right off the bat, it looks like both these guys are going to go for kind of, well, I can't really say one base play because it looks like Case has not taken a geyser, so that would signal a fast expand to me, or maybe another barracks, but it only has one racks going right now, and he's hiding that one racks as well. So when this probe finally scouts, he's going to scout in here and be like, holy crap, and he might think there's a proxy coming, although we all know there's not. That's just a good little way of extending the purpose of your buildings and making your opponent freak out a little bit. Meanwhile, Reaper doing everything standard McStandardly, getting a gas, getting a gateway, and he looks like he's going for kind of a one base play right here because of his building positions. And there goes the core. So yep, and we can see here that yeah, this probe, he's actually stopped moving and just contemplating and pondering the implications of no barracks. And he can see the orbital command just finishing, so he knows that there's a racks out there somewhere. He just has no idea where it is. So yeah, so he's going to take out his frustration on this poor SCV who's actually getting really low. Oh no, don't lose the SCV. Oh man, that was close. And now another SCV is going to come over and be like, that was my friend, don't do that. And oh, putting more pressure on the SCV. And oh, the Marine comes out just in time and manages to save him. That SCV is so lucky to be alive right now. Goodness gracious. It looks like there is an SCV in Reaper's base, and the SCV is going to be looking around, and he's going to notice that he is chrono boosting out Cybercore. So maybe some aggression coming, but then again maybe not, because there is only one gateway out right now, and it looks like Reaper does have 2 gas. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does with that surplus of gas he's going to have. Meanwhile, command center going down, and Case is just going to be hiding this command center over here in the corner, so he can just pick it up and float it over here, and it will not get scouted ever. I'm assuming that's his reasoning. Also throwing down 2 gas geysers at the same time. Getting out some Marines, always good. So Case is going to be transitioning into a 2-base style. Meanwhile, we have another 2 gateways going down, it looks like, for Reaper. So it's going to be a 3-gate expand. Never mind, it's going to be a 4-gate. Oh goodness, so 4-gate versus a 1-racks expand has been known to work. I'm just going to say, it has been known to work. So there are a couple more barracks going down for Case right now, but it's going to really be up to him. eBay almost done now as well. That's a really fast eBay. But it's going to be up to him to defend this, and if he had a bunker or something else, that might really help. And looks like he's going to be floating his 3rd racks over and getting an add-on. Here comes out the probe again to scout and probably lay that forward pylon, because a 4-gate rather does not really work so much if you don't have a forward pylon. It just doesn't work because your guys, it's based on a timing, and your guys have to run from here all the way over here, all the way around here, and then up and then into the base, and that takes forever. So if you could just have your army, like start here and run in, then it's a lot better, and your timing will be a lot crisper, and it's a lot harder for your opponent to hold off because he will have much fewer units. Okay, so that eBay I said was really early, but he is getting +1 out of it, so I'll retract my statement. That's pretty good. Getting stim as well and combat shields. So and look at this, he has 3 tech labs on his racks already, so really going for upgrades on his bio really fast. has only 3 Marines out right now versus 4 Stalkers and a Sentry. So this could be pretty bad. I don't know. There's a Marauder out now too, and lots of Marauders being built. So maybe he'll. Ah, man, I don't know. We'll have to see, because that's a lot of Stalkers, man, and a Sentry, and he has enough for a Guardian Shield too, or Force Fields or whatever. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Looks like he can warp in more units if he wants to, but he's no, he can't. He's a little bit supply blocked. Actually, both of them are supply blocked. Oops. So here we go. This is gonna be. I don't know. Let's take a look at the units. I don't know. I have a bad feeling. Here come out the SCVs. They're going to come out and try to do damage. Another good force field going down there, which is going to prevent any kind of shenanigans. And if we look at the units tab, we can see that it's 4 Stalkers versus a Marauder. There is a Marauder, and the Marauder is using all of the shenanigans in his toolbox. He's using high ground, and he actually manages to kill a Stalker. Very nice. But if you look at the workers killed, 9 SCVs have been killed already. So looks like Case is going to be behind a little bit now as Stalkers continue to pour in. And it looks like Case is only making Marauders now, and that is the correct decision. But he just doesn't have enough units, and this last Marauder is going to go down. Only a couple of Marines now. And Stim is not done. It's about 90% of the way done, so he needs to just hold out for Stim, I think. But it looks like he is going to keep on trying to kill this stuff. It looks like the Stalkers may have overcommitted a little bit. So these Stalkers are going to go ahead and go down. Oh no! Oh wait, he is target firing. Phew, good. All right, and oh wow. So it looks like Case will hold. Now let's go to the income tab really quick. We can see that Reaper is ahead by 4 workers right now, and that happens when you do a 4-gate. Oh, also Reaper expanded during that, so he's going to pull out of the 4-gate, although still putting on some pressure. It looks like, but. No, and okay, so these Stalkers aren't really going to do much, and the custom shell is actually finished, so these Stalkers, I think, are just going to go ahead and die, at least that one. Boom, and the Stalkers run back home, and the 4-gate has been held off, so good job there. He does have 4 racks, so just building constantly, he was able to hold it off. What I was saying with the income tab and the harvesters, as it looks like Reaper is only up by 2 now, is that when you do a 4-gate, you have to cut probes in order to make it work, to get out the maximum amount of units. And oh no, it looks like Case is supply blocked. But that's why you have to do a lot of damage with the 4-gate too. And most of the times you just want to try to kill a person, but it wasn't able to kill him, and it was able to just pretty much break even. Although if we go to the units lost, you can see that actually Reaper lost more resources worth than Case did. And I attribute that to kind of the ending couple of pokes, because he was definitely behind and he just continued attacking when he probably shouldn't have. But he does have a few sentries, and he's just going to be stockpiling some energy on those guys, as well as Stalkers and Zealots. So a nice little gateway army coming out for him, and he does have his expansion up. So they both have expansions, and his natural is like way more. Oh, that's why, because his main isn't saturated. I was going to say. So they both have about the same number of workers. Yep, and by about the same number, I mean exactly the same number. And it looks like Reaper's going Void Rays now, if I can find it. There we go. So getting a Void Ray, and I shouldn't say Void Rays because it's only 1. I don't know if he's going to get additional ones, but you can see in the supply, he's actually up by about 20 supply. So doing incredibly well as far as that goes. Lots of Marauders. Oh my goodness, lots of Marauders. And it looks like, how many Marines does he have? Only a few Marines, and so Void Rays are, as you would expect, really good against Marauders. But it looks like this Void Ray is actually going to... Oh, there's 2 Void Rays out. Looks like this Void Ray... looks like he's probably stockpiling Void Rays, and he's going to come over and hit the back. That's probably his goal, his plan. But in the middle of the map, we can see a big blob of blue bio ballers that are going to be running down, and I don't know if they're going to be able to break this just because of the force fields. It's going to come down to force fields here, as it looks like he is going to stem. A little bit late on the stem. But yeah, good force fields, able to really negate a lot of the damage done right there. But it looks like, okay. And yeah, these Void Rays are going to come over here. And so these Marauders are going to have to do what damage they can, or just go ahead and run away. And I think these guys just need to run. But he's going to stay, and he's going to try to fight. You can see, actually, it looks like Reaper's taking quite a bit of damage right now. So Case just trying to reduce the number of stalkers or something. I don't know, but actually, Case, I think, got the better end of that deal for sure, because he's now only down by he's actually up a supply as opposed to being down by 20 supply. So I think he did get the better end of that deal, and this factory is now spotting. But there are 3 Void Rays out. Oh no. And let's see, a couple of turrets going down. But Void Rays, especially right here, because Void Rays can charge on this and then just like destroy everything. So it's going to be, I don't know, oh, I'm scared again. We see 4 Marines in production. Weapons 2 starting, as well as ship weapons 1, okay. And here come the Void Rays, and here they come charging up on the refinery. This is going to be scary once they get fully charged. Marines are stimming and running over here, as well as a couple of Vikings. And look how fast these Void Rays kill everything, but it looks like the Void Rays are taking a lot of damage themselves. And 1 Void Ray has gone down, and there's another one. Oh, second Void Ray goes down, and these Vikings are going to be chasing up the 3rd one and might even get the kill on the 3rd Void Ray, and that would actually be huge if he's able to do that. That's really, really what he needs to do. Boom, and there it goes. Very nicely done. Wow, that was crazy. And now Case is the one who's up by about 15 supply, so crazy, crazy that they just keep switching positions like this. Goodness, and now even landing his Vikings, doing a little bit of harass and then flying away so he doesn't actually lose them. Very, very well played. During that, though, Reaper has taken a 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. He has taken a 3rd. Reaper has left the building and entered a different building and put up a Nexus. So he is going to be getting ahead in resources again, I think. Let's check out. Man, Harvester's still the same, exactly the same. But oh, look at this, 5 Dark Templar morphing in. 5 DTs. Oh my goodness. And so these DTs going to be moving out. And I should note that the Protoss player does not have any kind of upgrades right now. He is at 0-0-0, but he is getting a lot of tech, as you can see, even another DT. So he's going to have, there's 5 DTs and getting a 6th as well. So he's going to have DTs everywhere, and that is so annoying for a Terran player. I do love that this factory is here, by the way. Just scouting. That's good stuff. It's kind of like an Overlord waiting to get sacrificed. So here comes the STV. He's going to spot the proxy pylon, and I expect a small handful of Marine Marauders to go ahead and take out that pylon, but maybe not. And here come the Dark Templars, and there's a missile turret. So nothing really. Oh, so smart. He actually moves in with just 1 DT and then runs away with the other ones as he sees what's happening. So good job there. Also, it looks like Reaper is adding on a Templar Archives. So he is not going for upgrades so much as just getting everything tech. I mean, he doesn't have a Robo, I think. That's the only thing he doesn't have. But he has DTs, he has a Stargate, he has Templar Archives. So I mean, and he's getting charged now for a Zealot. So he's going like crazy into the tech without actually getting upgrades per se. And meanwhile, we have +1 armor, +2 weapons for the Bio Ball, and it looks like +2 armor is starting right now. Or I guess it's about 20% of the way done. And also Terran ship weapons is going to +2 as well. So in these Vikings, I think they're actually a pretty good response to any kind of Stargate play or Robo play. The problem is that the Stargate play has been shut down, and now he's going for High Templar and Dark Templar. And Vikings not the best against those. Looks like he is transitioning back into getting some medevacs, though, so that will be better. And he is also taking a nevermind. Where is his 3rd? Oh, there's a DT with 1 kill, which means he probably canceled the 3rd. Oh, so Reaper, his 3rd is complete, and here comes the probe transfer. And he is keeping Case on 2 bases for the time being. So it looks like Case is building 2 command centers, though. There's 1. There's 2. So he's going to be floating those all over the place. One of the perks of playing Terran, you can just pick those buildings up if you don't like where they are and put them down someplace else. And it looks like he's getting a 2nd starport as well with a tech lab. So he has 1 reactor, 1 tech lab. And I wonder what he's going to be getting out of maybe a Raven? That would make sense because there's DTs everywhere and he knows it. He saw like 3. So I guess that makes sense, but here comes a drop, and oh, good positioning on these Stalkers. This Stalker has 5 kills, wow. Oh, cool. So it looks like Case is going to be dropping units on the low ground, and then using his medevacs to spot, and maybe taking out a couple of units. Wow, taking out 2 Stalkers there. Very, very nicely done. And now it looks like Some DTs, yep. DT is a great way to stop harass. DT is going to be morphing in, and here comes the ladder onto, or the elevator rather, onto the high ground, and you can see that DT is doing a lot of damage. There's the scan, and one DT is down, two DTs are down, and the last one goes down. So great job there. Cannon going down, but that cannon's incredibly late, and he might just go ahead and snipe pylons anyway. So yeah, it looks like that is in fact what he's going to do. Storm's going off, DT's running in, Charge Zealots running in as well as Stalkers shooting from the background. Pew, 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 pew. And he is going to go ahead and clean that up. And is this last medevac going to get away? No! The last medevac just falls at the very end. So kind of costly there. But let's go ahead and check out the supplies. We can see that there is 11 workers have been killed by Reaper, and he has still killed more units than he has lost. But if we go to the units lost tab, we can see that the amount of resources they have lost is almost identical. So all that to say, they're pretty much even at this point. Although I should say that Case has 138 supply and Reaper has 113. But Case is taking or Reaper rather has a fourth up, not saturated yet, but has a fourth, and it looks like Case is only on 2 bases right now. He is floating command centers everywhere, so he will be on 4 bases in a second. I love the 2 base into 4 base. That's hilarious. And actually getting another command center as we speak, adding on ghosts, adding on, it looked like, yep, a Raven. So he has Ravens, ghosts, all kinds of craziness going on. He actually has 2 Ravens now. Interesting. So Raven's really good with the point defense drone. And here is this DT going to be blocking the landing, I believe. LOL. No, he's not going to be. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, there we go. That's annoying. Wow. But there is an expansion going down here. So it looks like it's going to be 3 base on... Oh, this pylon is still here. Oh, no, the inhumanity of it all. Oh, but here goes the pylon. It's going to go down. There is Ravens, so these DTs are going to be worse than useless by themselves, especially with concussive shells going on. And so this command center is going to be going ahead and dropping down. The funny thing is there is a DT here that could cause some harass once this army decides to not be here. So I don't know. If he makes this a planetary and throws down a pylon, he could... a pylon. I don't know what I'm talking about. Throws down a turret, then he could be okay. And what is this? There's a mothership starting. Oh my goodness, I love this game so much. There is a mothership. Hello, Mr. Mothership. And he is going to be, or she, I guess it's a mothership, so it would be a female, right? I think so. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you think. That's what I'm going to go with. Mothership is female. It's a mothership. Mothership getting Chrono Boost out here, so oh my goodness, this is going to be awesome. Although I should say that there are Reapers, they're not. There are Ravens out, so the detection that the Terran player would need, or the constant scanning in order to attack an army with a mothership, is not going to be as necessary. But regardless, motherships are awesome, and I always love seeing them in games. You can see now Reaper is actually, he's at 138 supply, and Case is at 167. Supply blocked at the moment, but quite a bit ahead in supply. 2 more Stargates going down for Reaper, and it looks like we have +3 ship weapons getting started for the Terran player Case, as well as getting a nuke. Oh my goodness, he has nukes. He doesn't have the watchtowers, but he has nukes. So that is just awesome. Look at all of these. Look at all of these mules. Let's take a look at the income tab. You can see that Case well ahead in income, even though their harvesters are exactly the same. And that is courtesy of this little tiny unit that many people QQ about, and it's called a mule. So mule is doing really, really good. But look at this. There is a lot of sentries with a lot of energy and a lot of High Templar too, if I can click on them. Yeah, looks like 7 High Templar, so wow. And this Zealot, no, not even going to be able to use his charge legs. But oh, look at these storms. That is huge. So much damage being done by these storms. Looks like point defense drone is going down. Some feedbacks as well on the medevacs, and an EMP going off on a lot of the charge lots. Man, another great storm rather going off. And look at that, Reaper equalizing the supplies and actually taking a supply lead after this battle. Good force fields going down as well, and wow, Case got absolutely annihilated during that fight, and the mothership didn't even participate in it. And look at all of these little Protoss units. They are so happy. They are coming back after that victory. They're going to do a little dance, have a little party. Looks like some Vikings were doing a little land lift thing, and it looks like it's going to cost them a lot of health and also a couple of their compatriots. But he was able to, did he actually kill probes, or did they just transfer? Looks like he actually killed a lot of probes, so good on him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 19 probes. Oh, geez. That's actually really bad. Goodness, I thought that Reaper was going to be ahead after that, but look at the supply difference now, and that's almost all workers it looks like. So those Vikings or something happened. I don't even know. Where was I? Maybe, was it a nuke? Did I miss a nuke? I'm gonna be mad if I missed a nuke. Oh, oh, whatever, whatever. Yeah, I missed a nuke. Dang it! I'm sorry, guys. Wow, fail, epic fail, fail blog. Anyway, Case, it looks like, getting back to the game, I'm done making fun of myself and beating myself up. Case is taking a 5th, it looks like. And so Protoss is going to be on 4 bases, Terran going to be on 5th. Not taking this base, courtesy of, there being a DT there. And it looks like DT is going to be just used to scout around the map right now. Terran infantry getting their 3-3 started, and I believe ship weapons is actually done. So these Vikings are just going to be absolutely lethal. And it's funny that there is no Robotech to speak of. So, I mean, it's going to be good against any kind of carriers, any kind of mothership, but not so much against the Colossus, which is what you normally see. And it looks like there's going to be a drop coming down, and this drop is going to go into probably the most saturated of the Protoss bases right now. And here comes the stem, and these Mirages are going to run in, and he really needs to... Oh, he's not even going to go for the probes. He's just going to straight up focus down the Nexus. Not a bad move, actually. And the Nexus goes down, and now he's just going to run away. So, incredibly annoying harass there. Yeah, you can see that this Protoss army is not even going to be close to getting there in time. And he's going to be dropping here and forcing the cancel on this Nexus as well. Can he get it? There is the Protoss army right here, and it looks like, yes, the cancel is going to go off. Storm's going down. Oh, wow, so making new storms as well. Feedback, another feedback, and now it's done. And that's always painful for Terran players when you're like, haha, and I'm going to get away, and then you just spontaneously combust, and you're like, I don't get it, what happened? And it's just because feedback is really good. Yep, so here is the Protoss army in the middle, and the supplies are actually getting fairly close again. Reaper at 145 versus Case at 159. So about 10 supply difference now. Pretty freaking sweet. And now you can see that the Protoss pieces are going to be moving down the map into the 5th of Case, and it's really just a planetary. Nothing there, nothing to repair it or anything, and so I guess this planetary will in fact go down. I don't know. Here comes the Bio Ball with everything else, and oh, look at that. Auto turret going down, and here we go. Here comes the battle. Ooh, great. Wow, that was... oh, cool. All right. So that was cool. So what happened is lots of storms went off, and a lot of Terran units were damaged. So what he did was he ran all of his units into the vortex so he wouldn't engage with only half of his units. But now there's going to be, I'm assuming, storms. Oh my gosh, huge amounts of storms being done. Now there is a 1.5 second window after you go out of the vortex where you actually can't take damage. That was to prevent Archons from one-shotting everything. And oh, the mothership goes down, but at what cost? You can see that Reaper is now ahead 123 supply versus 87 supply, and he is going to be moving in here, and he still has a lot. Oh, wow, that's a lot of High Templar. And so these high... Oh, there's ghosts. Oh, get EMPs. Nope, looks like he's just going to be sniping instead, sniping off a lot of these, and here come the storms that are going to be taking a lot of health off of these. Oh, more storms, and nope, not even really dodging. So it looks like there's going to be a couple of ghosts, and oh, man. It looks like Case down at 94 supply versus 115 of Reaper, and a couple of force fields going off, so not going to be able to reinforce as much. And now what is he going to be doing? It looks like he's going to be going over here and trying to take out this third. There are a lot of SCVs here, though, so he could try to repair. And here come the storms on the repairing SCVs. Storms blanketing everywhere. Oh, my goodness. It is like Oregon during, well, any time of year, really. It's just rainy and lightning all the time anyway. But it looks like he is not going to be able to take out the expansion, but he is able to take out a lot of workers. Let's go ahead and check out this. That's the wrong button. Let's check it out. It looks like, yep, the workers killed has equalized, and actually Case has killed more workers now, but not by much. 37 over 32, and lots of units being killed on both sides. We can take a look at the units lost tab to see who's got the worst end of the deal. It looks like Case has actually lost quite a bit more, but he is also ahead in supply by 1. So... Oh, and while that whole thing was going on, Reaper has re-expanded to his 5th. So it is now 5 bases on -1, 4 bases. So 5 on 4, but it looks like the main is all mined out for the Terran player. Natural is, for all intents and purposes, mined out. 3rd is doing good. And fourth is getting a little bit low. Some of these patches lower than others, courtesy of mules. So, it looks like ship +1 is being researched as well as the Mobius reactor. So, going to be getting some extra energy for those ghosts. And here comes a lot of marauders, and they're going to be sniping expansions. One expansion does go down. And here comes, oh, wow, that's a lot of carriers. 4 carriers out right now, and Marauders not the best against carriers. Oh, great EMP, actually, on all of those units. Wow, look at that. And so no shields. That really halves the lives of all of those Protoss units, and they're all going to go down. And now it is going to be, this is so sad. It's going to be carriers versus Marauders. You can see the Marauders actually don't really know what to do. They're like, well, we aren't the best against carriers. So they're just running around, and it looks like he is going to stem and run away and try to do as much damage as he can, going in here, focusing down this Nexus, and I do believe this Nexus is going to go ahead and die. The carrier's in hot pursuit, and it looks like, oh my goodness, he's stemming again, and he's running up here. Is he going to get this Nexus as well? It looks like he may, in fact. There's probes and everything on the way trying to stop him, as well as a ton of carriers, but it looks like this Nexus will go down as well. The power of 3-3 upgraded Marauders, goodness gracious, as they just do tons of damage. Lots of DTs here now as well to help with the cleanup. And it looks like these Marauders are just trying to kill as many probes as they can, further reducing the economy of the Protoss player. But he does, in fact, get cleaned up, and it is now 75 supply versus 89 supply. Case is in the lead, and we are 37 minutes into this game, and it is still going strong with no one really having that much of a lead right now, although it looks like Case is up by about 25 supply. So I guess 30 now. So I guess that is somewhat of a lead. But really, I mean, let's take a look at the Army tab, and we can see, oh, that's not right. Army supplies. Yeah, so Case is ahead in both. Yep, and actually the big thing to note here is that there is only a few probes, like 27 probes right now for the Protoss player, and so he is going to have a hard time with his economy. Taking a look at the income tab, you can see, look at the difference. Reaper has 400 minerals that he's getting right now per minute, but that's because he has to long distance mine because of the Marauders and their shenanigans. And speaking of shenanigans, we have a bajillion, and by bajillion I mean 6 Dark Templars going to be running into this planetary fortress, and there is a turret, but the turret is going to go down, and oh my goodness, that means there's going to be no detection at all, and 6 High Templars do so much damage, and look at that, right as the scan goes off, the planetary goes down. Looks like all of these DTs are going to get picked or cleaned up, yep, but they were able to do their damage, and the base was killed. And look at this, carriers killing a base up top as well. So now it is going to be actually one mining base for Case versus no mining bases for the Protoss player. So crazy. Now we can take a look at the income tab. We can see that it is almost nothing versus almost nothing, and the harvesters are exactly the same at 27 apiece. So oh man, this is crazy game going on right now. And it looks like Case may be thinking about moving out. He does have a lot of Vikings, and these Vikings are going to pay huge dividends because making 8 Vikings at a time. Are you? Wow, 8 Vikings at a, goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. But these Vikings with 3-1 upgrades, 3 attack, are just going to absolutely, look at this. Basically one shot, actually 2-shotting these carriers. That's, oh man, that's awesome. So Reaper taking a huge hit to his military there, but he is not done yet. He has a ton of speed lots, and they're going to be coming up here and charging in and doing what damage they can do here. And it looks like the stem is a bit late on the bio ball of the Terran player, but he is stemming now and doing stutter step micro, and this stutter step is going to absolutely chew through all of those units. And look at the supplies now. It is 41 supply versus 123, and I think, Case, this could be the moment that we have all been waiting for as he gets ready to do his final death blow. Here he comes. He has a bajillion Marauders, a bajillion Marines, not a bajillion Marauders, a couple, and a whole bunch of Vikings. So I don't know what the Protoss player can possibly do at this point in the game. Also getting 3 ghosts and a nuke. So he might actually wait for the nuke and then just end this with spectacular fashion, or he may just go ahead and come in here for the killing blow. And look at this, these High Templar don't even have enough for Storm yet. Storm is just about to finish, but I don't think it's going to happen in time. Oh, now he has enough for a couple of Storms, and these Storms are going to go down. That Storm was pretty much dodged exactly, and so smart by Case, just going to stem in a few units and run in. He notices the supply and the makeup of the army that he is going to go up against, and so he's not going to have all of his Marines get stormed. And so now that the High Templar are dead, he's going to run in here. The Dark Templar are going to be doing everything he can, but he is going to go down, and these probes, not minding, they have already quit. They've already thrown up their white flags, their GGs, and now it is just a technicality. There's the GG by Reaper. So Case going to be taking this one down in an epic Saturday subscriber Saturday. I can't even speak correctly. I'm so excited. Wow, what a great game. Thank you so much, Case, for submitting this game. Congrats to you, buddy. And I hope everybody enjoyed this game as much as I enjoyed it. Look forward to me casting with Anaris either today or tomorrow. I'm going to upload this game as soon as possible. Subscribe if you like what you see. Tell all your friends. Help grow esports. And I will see you guys tomorrow.